All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down at Ruwell. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson to how alone the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I'm going to name the video, Be Not Weary. All right. And the inspiration for this lesson, all right, comes from 2nd Esdras, this second chapter, the 27th verse. Which when you read that verse, it pretty much goes in, the Lord pretty much is saying, don't be weary in these troubling and perilous times to come, the troubling the days of trouble that lie ahead, which the scriptures refer to that time as the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, we are coming into some dark, perilous times. All right, and we got to pray that the Most High keep that spirit of weariness away from us. All right, and Lord wills, brothers, and on the screen, I did a simple Google search for the biblical meaning for the word weary. All right, and it says here are three meanings for the word weary in Galatians 6 and 9, which I got that precept. I got that scripture too. Galatians 6 and 9, which is a real good precept. But it says to be utterly spiritless or to be faint in heart, right? And that word heart, know that word heart goes back to the Hebrew word la'ab, which means your mind. All right, to be wearied out or faint or exhausted, which the scriptures speak about in the book of Daniel, how he wore out the saints. We are wore out, mentally, all right, and physically, but not mentally, Salakia, but physically, we all wore out, all right, with this place. But spiritually, brothers are stronger than ever, all right, because we see the end, all right, and we got to pray that the Most High keep that spirit on us, all right, that strong mind to endure these hard times, which the Lord is. He's going to keep that spirit on his elect to endure these troubling and perilous times to come. All right, which the 2/3 of our people don't have or won't have. All right. But it says again to be utterly spiritless, or to faint in heart, which is again the word heart goes back to the Hebrew word la'ab, which means your mind, to be faint-hearted in mind. All right, because if you are in that day, on these dark days ahead, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to end up in a Karagma line, all right, with your hand out, and you're going to accept the Karagma, all right, or you're going to get a C-hip put in your brain, all right, if you become weary, all right, and that's all we really need, the biblical meaning. But let's just look up the word weary, period, in the regular, dictionary or whatever. Weary. All right, and it means exhausted in strength, endurance, vigor, or freshness, expressing or characteristics of weariness, a wearing sign. All right, so again, exhausted in strength and endurance. And you can't get exhausted in endurance. All right, the scriptures speak about, let's get that. Woe unto you that are lost patience. The scripture and the race is not given to the swift. Our forefather, the Apostle Paul, spoke about finishing the course. All right, and if you Salakia, lose patience, this is Sirach chapter 2. Oh man, damn man, sheesh, it started at 12. Sirach chapter 2 verse 12. Woe be to the fearful hearts, right? Woe to be to the fearful hearts, and faint hands, and sinners that go two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, which again the word heart goes back to the Hebrew word la'ab, so faint in your mind, all right? But he believeth not, right? He believeth not. So ultimately what's going to happen? Again, he's going to end up in the Karagma line. Therefore shall he not be defended, right? If you're weary-minded or weary at heart, all right, the Lord said you're not going to be defended. So you're going to be left out there. You're going to be left out there high and dry, and again perish in the day of vengeance. Verse 14, here's the point. Woe unto you that have lost patience, right? You got to continue to endure. You can't lose patience. And what will you do when the Lord shall visit you, right? Or what will you do when the Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall visit you, all right? If you become weary and faint-hearted, all right? When the Most High comes back, it's not going to be a pretty day for you, all right, at all. All right, so let's go to Galatians 6:9. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9. Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season, what's the well-doing? Doing this work, and all the other things that consist with it, being charitable among brothers, of course, the word, pushing this word, everything the Most High requires of us to do. Yahweh Shem Yahushua requires of us to do. Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not, right? In due season we shall reap. What are we going to reap? The blessings, the kingdom of heaven on the first go round. Ultimately, all Israel is going to get it, but you want to get it on the first go round. That's the goal, to get it on the first go round. All right. Every brother's goal, is to get on, do the, make full proof of their ministry, and Lord willing, the Lord accepts it. All right, and you be found part of the elect, and make it on one of the ships and escape the second death. All right, not have to taste of the second death, which is 2/3 are going to have to taste of. For in due season we shall reap, right, with the kingdom of heaven on the first go round. If we faint not, right? If we faint not, like we just read in Sirach 2, spoke about the faint-hearted, basically meaning to give up, becoming weary. All right, say I'm out of here. I'm exhausted, physically exhausted, spiritually exhausted. I'm out of here, man. I can't take it no more. All right, and you're right there at the finish line, especially in these times. You're right there at the finish line. We got 1 foot over it already. 1 foot over the finish line, getting ready to put, and the last foot is not even a step away from crossing. All right, so you got to stay in the fight and become not weary. All right, so the Most High is going to defend you if you become not weary. Like it said in Sirach, it said if you do become weary, then or faint-hearted, you're not going to be defended. All right, this Isaiah chapter 40 verse 30. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. And that's the 2/3 of our people. All right, verse 31. But they that wait upon the Lord, right, not lose patience, endure. All right, another word that goes hand in hand with weary is endurance. You gotta have endurance to not become weary. All right, I mean, if you have endurance, you're not weary. All right, shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with the wings as eagles, and they shall run and not be weary. And they shall run and not be weary, not be faint-hearted, not be. They're gonna endure. They're not gonna give up. Basically, Salakia, not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Right? Because we know the Most High is going to bless some brothers with spiritual powers. All right, but yeah, the main part of that said they should not, they should run and not be weary, and they should walk and not faint. All right, spiritually they're going to continue on in this walk. Oh, this is all talking about physically, but also spiritually they're going to continue in that walk, because the Most High again is going to bless brothers with spiritual powers, and they're going to run and not get weary. They're going to mount up with wings as eagles, as eagles, so like mount up as eagles with wings, meaning they'll be able to fly. All right, they should run and not get tired. So this is talking about physically, but also spiritually. All right, if you continue to, if the Most High allows you to continue to fight, to keep pushing, to not become weary. All right, you're going to continue in this walk and not faint. All right. So we just got to, continue to pray. Like the scripture say, watch as well as pray, man. All right. Because these dark days are upon us, man. All right. They are upon us. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2. 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 27. 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness come, which we're approaching those times, others shall weep. Who's going to weep? The wicked of our people. And be sorrowful. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance, right? Thou shalt be merry and have abundance. It's going to be good. All right. The elect brethren out there are going to be good. All right. They're not going to be. They're not going to be. They're going to. The Most High is going to strengthen their minds to like it. All right. In these dark and perilous times to come. All right. How about Shem Yahushua will be with them, because we're coming into them days, man. All right. And Lord will, I'm about to do a video on this article. You know, because to be honest, I really haven't been paying attention to anything with this bullshit with Trump. But something, you know, could come out of this. Something real deal could come out of that. All right. Silver unrest, because you would think by now, you know, people would, you know, wake up and realize. I don't know how many videos people have done exposing this guy, saying that, you know, how he's, you know, tied in with the small hats. He's going to do the bidding of the small hats, which he was doing when he was in office, and pretty much how he contributing into ruining things. All right. I don't know how many videos on YouTube are out there like that, but people still believe in this guy. Even a large amount of our people believe in this guy still. All right. And they get not to jump too far top, but this is the last precept anyway. But yeah, you know, something real deal big could come out of this with this shit with Trump, man. Silver unrest could come out of it. All right. A lot of people, because he, you know, just pretty sure brothers know, we just got found guilty and shit with the whatever he's got going. Like I said, I'm really not paying attention to that shit, man. To be honest, it's all bread and circuses to me, and the brethren too, because we all know it's all bullshit. Or what something big could come out of that, man. Something crazy could come out of that, Lord willing. It was some silver unrest or something. But this is St. John chapter 16, verse I'm gonna start at verse 31. It's the Lord Yahushua speaking. Yahushua answered them, Do you now believe? Behold, the hour come, yea, is now come, that ye shall be scattered. Every man to his own shall leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. These things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace in the world, and ye shall have tribulation. Be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Right? Be of good cheer, because the Lord has overcome, and the Lord is going to allow his elect to overcome. All right? And when the Lord overcame, that was big for us, man. When the Lord came and did what he had to do, and when the Lord came and did what he had to do, that was huge for us, man. Because that was really when the Lord was born, that was the end of the days. But when the Lord came and did what he did what he had to do over 2,000 years ago, fulfill his lot, what he had to fulfill 2,000 years ago, that was huge for us. So we should be a good cheer, you know, all those things have come to pass. All right. And the Lord overcame, and he's going to allow his elect to overcome all things. All right. But yeah, with that, you know, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you, brothers that pushes truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.